Alrighty, my friends, let's make an answer key to this quiz. Well, quiz review, I guess. Let's see. Find the value of x in the triangle below. I'm going to do this two different ways because I'm feeling cray. One way would be, we've got 120 here, and so we can put 60 right there. And then I have the angles of a triangle. And so the angles of a triangle I know add up to 180. So I'm going to do it like this, 24x plus 17x minus 3. The angles of a triangle add up to 180. My next step is going to be to combine like terms. So I have 24 and 17, so that's 41. X, I have 60 and minus 3, so that's 57. And then I have 180. Then I'm going to subtract 57 from both sides. So I'm going to get 41x equals 180 minus 60 is 120, but 3 more, so 123. Ooh, that works nicely. Because then I'm going to divide both sides by 41, and I'm going to get x equals 3. That is way number 1. Way number 2 is going to be very similar. But here's what way number 2 is going to deal with. It's going to look at this, and it's going to say, well, I know that these two add up to 180. I also know that these 3 add up to 180. So you notice that we have the little overlap here. That means that the outer pieces have to be the same. So 120 equals 24x plus 17x minus 3. Once again, I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 120, and I have 41x minus 3. I forgot the x. I'm going to add 3 to both sides, so I'm going to have 123x is 41x. And then I'm going to divide by 41, and I'm going to get x equals, oh look, 3 again. Now if you want to, you could plug that 3 back in here and back in here. 3 times 24 is 60, 72. And then 3 times 17, that's 30, and 21 is 51, and then minus 3 is 48. 72 and 48 make 120, so we did it. Let's look at number 2. Whoa, we've got some crazy stuff. So this is angle A there. Well, let's play vertical angles. So I got 127 is here, and then x plus, oh, this isn't too bad, because now I have the angles of a triangle, and the angles of a triangle must add up to a billion. No, 180. That's right, 180. So x plus 38 plus x plus 35 plus 127 equals 180 degrees. Our next step is going to be combine like terms. X and x make 2x. We've got 38 and 35, so that's like 70, but 3 more, so 73. And then, so that's 130 and 70, so that's 200 equals 180. You could use a calculator if you want, whatever makes you happy. Subtract the 200 from both sides, and I'm going to get negative 20. Ooh, that's spicy. X is a negative number. Don't freak out. It'll be okay. X is negative 10. I'm done, right? No, I'm not done. I got to find the measure of angle A. So the measure of angle A is 25 degrees. How did I get 25? Because if x is negative 10 plus 35 is 25. Now, for funsies, let's plug that in here too. So that's going to give me 28. 28 and 25 is 53, and 127 is 180. So the angles worked. We added up to 180. We are great. Given the congruent statement below, identify all pairs of corresponding congruent parts. I don't have a picture, but I have a big space here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture. G, F, D, E, it doesn't matter what this looks like. And W, X, Y, and Z. So what this is showing me, let's start with angles. G and D match up, so angle G is congruent to angle D. E and Z match up. Angle E is congruent to angle Z. D and Y match up, so angle D is congruent to angle Y. And finally, F and X. So angle F is congruent to angle X. I know my picture looks kind of like a square, but it doesn't have to be. If you look at the letters, we got, I put G and D, I meant G and W, silly pants. It's a good thing I double checked. G and W. So I see G and W. I see F and X. I see D and Y, and I see E and Z. So those match up. Now let's look at the sides. I have GF, and WX. So GF and WX. I have FD and XY. So FD and XY. That's a congruence. Oops. XY. I have DE and YZ. DE and YZ. 1, 2, 3. And then my last pair is going to be GE and WZ. GE and WZ. So the order matters. If you want to draw a picture, feel free. If you don't want to draw a picture, then don't. Ooh, now we get to state if the two triangles are congruent. If they are, state how you know. So my choices are side, 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 angle, side, side, angle, or angle, angle, side. Don't use side, side, angle. That one doesn't work. And don't use angle, angle, angle. That one doesn't work. Hey, speaking of that, these are not congruent because this is an angle, angle, angle is not a congruence. If you're not sure why angle, angle, angle is not a congruence, think of equilateral triangles. They could be any size. So I could have an equiangular triangles, I should say. That's, 3 by 3 by 3, and then equiangular triangle that's 5 by 5 by 5. Those are not congruent. They look alike. One might call them similar, but they are not congruent. All right, this next one. I see the picture. I see that these things are pointing at each other, so we have this vertical angle idea. So now I have angle, side, angle, side, angle. So that would be the way we're going to do it. Angle, side, angle. So yes, congruent by angle, side, angle. And here, we have the same idea. We have the vertical angles idea. So we have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. Notice my intentional choice to go in the specific order. So yes, congruent, angle, angle, side. And then we got side, 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 1, 2, 3. And so yes, congruent, side, side, side. Last ones. Indicate what additional information is required to know that the triangles are congruent for the reason given. So we want to show these triangles are congruent by angle, side, angle. I have an angle, and then I have a side by reflexive. So that means I need another angle. That other angle has to be on the other side of the side, so it's got to be here and here. I missed a letter here, so I'm going to make up that letter. I'll fix that image for you right now. But this is going to be, let's see, we have a XCD, so I'll do Y over here. So the angle that I need is angle XCD is congruent to angle YDC. Those have to be congruent. And then the last piece we've got here is we want to prove this by angle, angle, side. Ooh, so I have a side here and I have an angle over here. So I could either go here, so angle P is congruent to angle F would work, or, there are two options here, or I could go angle Q is congruent to angle E. That's exciting. Two options.